Hello guys, welcome to another Battlefield 1 gun review. Today we're looking at the Hellriegel Defensive. This is one of the new level 10 weapons, the new variants of them. So in the new patch, I'm not actually sure when the update came out because I was late because I was on holiday. But they released one different variant for each of the 4 level 10 weapons for each class. And this is one of them, and this looks like it's probably the best out of all of them. So yeah, what is different between the defensive variant and the factory variant of the Hellriegel? Well, you've got the 120 round magazine, which is very nice. You get double the ammo as you do on the factory variant, and you also get the optical sight, the reticle sight on it instead of just the iron sights, which I'm not really sure about yet. I'm not sure if I prefer it or not. And also there is the bipod at the end of the gun to use to set up on walls, stuff when you're lying down, etc, etc. So let's just get straight on into it. And I've got to say, this is quite a difficult gun to review in a way. To start with, the first kind of game I wasn't really a huge fan, but I think I've started to prefer it to the factory variant, the normal variant. So, where does it excel? Well, the 120 round mags is very nice. It means you basically don't need to reload when you're in a gunfight. Just having all those bullets to spray and pray, really, it's just a lot better than the base weapon. As you can see, the bipod, when you have this gun set up on walls, when you're lying down, etc., it is very accurate and it does do a lot of damage quickly. So it's very good when you've managed to set it up. And it really works well at all ranges if you can get that bipod set up. So, what about when you haven't got the bipod set up? Now, I've found it to be a little bit inconsistent, really. I found that in some points it can be really, really unstable. You get a lot of recoil with this sight. As you can see right now, it's got the bipod set up, so it's pretty accurate, see, pretty much no recoil. But when you get off the bipod, then you start to get that recoil, you start to get that sight movement, and it becomes a little bit harder to control. I'd say mostly it's vertical recoil, to be honest, though. As you can see there, you get a lot of vertical recoil, but from what I tell, there's not much horizontal recoil on the sight, so it's quite easy to control once you get the hang of it. You just need to kind of pull down a bit on the gun when you're firing it. But yeah, that was about a 15 kill streak or something like that to start off with. We're just going to look at the close quarters now, because this was something I was a bit wary about. The fact that because there is a lot of recoil and you also have the sights, it may not be as effective at close range, but no problems really. There is a little bit of difference. I would say the base variant of the weapon is more effective at close range. But as you can see, this gun can hold its own very easily and is still very effective at closer ranges. I'd say the only place it really struggles, as we avoid a bayonet charge amazingly there, I would say the only part it struggles in is that kind of mid-range area when you haven't got the bipod set up. So when you're having to fire using the sight and you're standing up, or you're moving and you're at that mid-range kind of area, that's when it's hard to control. That's when you have to kind of burst fire it instead of just holding down the trigger. But that's pretty much it for this episode. It's definitely worth getting. It takes 300 kills with the Hellriegel factory and 25 AT mine kills to unlock, and it's definitely worth the time. It took me about 7 operation matches to unlock, and I'm glad I did it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for the next episode.